We're on the road to Survivor Series War Games in Chicago, Illinois, when the newly drafted Raw superstar Logan Paul is making his way down to the ring to be showered and embraced by fans for the biggest win of his WWE career, becoming United States Champion at Crown Jewels, beating Rey Mysterio. And that was until this man, Ricochet, decides to come out. The last time Ricochet and Logan Paul met in the ring, Ricochet was beat by Logan Paul's devious ways of pulling out the brass knuckles to knock Ricochet out, knocking out all momentum of Ricochet potentially becoming United States or Intercontinental Champion. And Ricochet has not forgotten about that. So he makes this his opportunity to confront Logan Paul one-on-one, telling him, I can beat you in a no-holds-barred contest for the United States Championship in Chicago, because there's no way you can beat me if I expect everything, because I am everything, because I am the one and only. And Logan Paul looks back at him and says, you're not the one and only, because I'm better than you. So because I'm better than you, you're trying to be the one and only Logan Paul. So I'll put the championship on the line and I'll fight you at Survivor Series in Chicago. And you know what? I'll even fight you now for the United States Championship. And Ricochet is beginning to get beat down by Logan Paul in the ring. And because of this, the fans are booing out the building. They're not happy about what they're seeing, but they know Ricochet versus Logan Paul, if made official, will be at Survivor Series. And you know what? It is. Next, we see the man Becky Lynch make her way down to the ring. The former NXT Women's Champion is no longer thinking about developmental and helping the talent out there, because it's getting her nowhere. And you know what? She hasn't forgotten about the antics that Judgment Day has been doing to her husband, Seth Rollins, week after week after week for months, tormenting Seth Rollins. So she says, you know what? There's a woman in that group, and I'm the man. And if she wants to continue doing that, she's going to have to go through me. And she calls out Rhea Ripley for not only that, but for being a poor women's champion and not doing what she was trying to do. Elevate this women's division to the heights that it can be. The heights that Becky Lynch left it to be. And that didn't make Rhea Ripley happy at all. So mommy decides to come out to the ring to look Becky Lynch in her eyes and see if she's real enough to say that to her face while she's holding the Women's World Championship in her hand. And Becky Lynch is not scared, because she's never scared of an opportunity like this to become the top champion yet again. So Rhea Ripley destroys her with the title and beats down in a sinister way Becky Lynch in the ring, letting her know that you just asked for the worst decision of your life. You just asked me to unleash my deepest, darkest pits in Survivor Series. So can you survive me in Chicago for this World Women's Championship? And we will see, as Adam Pearce made that official, Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. Now on SmackDown, we saw Dexter Lumis get an opportunity to end it once and for all with The Miz. But The Miz comes out on top. And because The Miz comes out on top, he asked for the mic because he had something to say, because he's back on the show that he made the show. Gunther, I deserve that Intercontinental Championship. I made that championship the most prestigious championship in the WWE, and you're only doing what I did, and you can only do it better if you go through me, because I did everything. And he's cut off by Gunther's music and Gunther making his way to the ring. As the Intercontinental Champion, the ring general plays no games. And he looks The Miz square in the eyes and says, I don't want to do any talking. I want you in the ring, Survivor Series. Me, you, I don't care what kind of match it is. I will come out on top because I am the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. I've already passed you, and to pass you, I need to put you down so you will no longer think you could even touch me. And The Miz looks to see if that's the worst decision he ever made, but it's official. Now back on Monday Night Raw, Judgment Day. Seth Rollins against Judgment Day, as we know, has been going on for quite a while. Seth Rollins tries to get the upper hand, but no matter what, the number game plays effect. And because of some of the guys he used to have running with him are now on SmackDown, what could Seth Rollins do to even the numbers back up against Judgment Day? Because this cannot continue to be your life. If you're the World Heavyweight Champion and you're continuing to get bruised and battered as he has since the draft, week after week, they're still tormenting him. So Seth Rollins is prepared to make a decision that he may regret later on. And he goes to the locker room to find some guys that will possibly run with him. One being the hottest man in the WWE, LA Knight. Seth Rollins says, if you will join me on my Survivor Series team to face the Judgment Day at War Games, I will give you a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity, guaranteed. And you know LA Knight is not afraid of that. He spots Kevin Owens down at the vending machine, scares Kevin Owens at first, and tells Kevin Owens what's going on and what he needs from him. Kevin Owens, always looking for a fight, but he only wants to fight for a prize. And he said, if you give me a chance at the World Championship, I'll fight alongside you against the Judgment Day, because I don't care for them anyway, but I need to do it for a prize as well. So now that's 2 members that have agreed to join Seth Rollins, but that still makes it 3 against 4, because, well, JD McDonough has officially joined Judgment Day, but he's taking on the man who just lost to Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel, Drew McIntyre, who felt he should be holding that gold right now and not even be in this position. So he's upset with everybody. Judgment Day, Seth Rollins, whoever. He just wants to fight. But at this time, Drew McIntyre is still a good guy. And JD McDonough is trying to convince Drew to join the Judgment Day and bask in the glory of winning, until in their match he is claymored out of the building by Drew McIntyre. 1, 2, 3. McIntyre wins. And he embraces the fans, and as he's on his way out of the ring, he's met with Seth Rollins, who's pleading his case on Drew. We can run it back one more time if you please just fight alongside me against the Judgment Day. Let's end this. You don't have to join them to be a world champion. You can just fight alongside me. We get rid of them and things can be fair around here again. Drew looks at him and he makes a decision that he'll do it, but it wasn't convincing. But Adam Pearce made it official. Now, as we move back to SmackDown, you see Io Sky is upset with Bayley, not wanting to cheat anymore and not want to be alongside Bayley anymore, as she's the champion and can do it on her own. Bayley was put in a match against Asuka, and we see Asuka mid-match call for some individuals to come from the back, but we don't know who. But it turns out to be Io Sky and Kairi Sane, the newly drafted talent to SmackDown, all take a beat down to Damage Control's leader, Bayley, which shocks the WWE to its core. And what shocks them even further is to see backstage Bayley coming, pleading, beating down to Bianca Belair that she needs her help. And Bianca's not going for it. But Bayley continues to beg and plead and like, please, can you just help me? I know I was a terrible friend. I know this, but I need help. And it's official. Bianca, Bayley, and Shotzi will take on Damage Control. Or is it even Damage Control anymore? We will find out. But then we see Cody Rhodes make his way down to the ring, because Cody Rhodes is on SmackDown and we know why he's here. The fans know why he's here. But he has something to say to the man that is the face that runs this place, Roman Reigns. Cody has said to Roman that this may be your home, this may be your jungle, but I'm the new lion here now. And because I've been chasing this story for months, it is time that I end it. And it's time that I end you in all of the bloodline at Survivor Series, because we already took Jay from you. We took Sammy from you. And I'm going to take that title from you. And before he can get any more words out, he sees Roman Reigns, the final boss, the tribal chief, the head of the table, the goats of all goats, make his way down to the ring with Paul Heyman, the special counsel. And Roman is not happy about having Cody Rhodes on his show telling him what he needs to do. Like he runs this place. Nobody tells Roman what to do. Nobody tells Roman whose yard this is. Nobody tells Roman anything because he's the tribal chief. But the only person who doesn't seem to understand that is Cody Rhodes. So he gets in the ring, he stares Cody in the eyes, and he tells him, I don't care that you have Jay. I don't care that you have Sammy. You need to care about what I will do to you if you don't get off my show. And we see Jay and Jimmy have a stare off. Yeet versus no yeet. As the brothers are split in a civil war, as this starts to feel like a Marvel Civil War, Winter Soldier moment, as we see Sami Zayn and Solo stop each other from entering the ring with Roman and Cody Rhodes. So, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, War Games.